Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3DGameMan.com, and this next poll video is about small form factor computer systems. Do you have one? Because it seems like every other person has one of these, and I can understand why. They are super tiny. You can put them just about anywhere. Perfect if you have some kind of, audio video cave where you watch movies and TV shows and maybe sometimes a game. Perfect for that. Small form factor has really gotten popular and powerful over the last little while, and the reason is, of course, mini ITX motherboards, they really offer a lot of bang for the buck and perform extremely well. Great integrated video on them as well, and you've got, coupled with that, really high quality, gold plus certified SFX power supplies, and none of this stuff is really going to break the bank. However, it can be said that, small form factor is going to almost cost as much, if not more, than, standard ATX gear, and that is true in a way, because let's face it, little teeny tiny, mini case, small form factor case is going to cost you probably $60 or $70, where you could buy a mid or a full tower case for $60 or $70 or $80. A motherboard, well, that's going to vary. You can probably get a mini ITX board for $60 or $70, but you could also get, a standard ATX board for that. Power supplies, same kind of deal, around the same price. So you kind of get, in a way, more bang for your buck if you go standard ATX, but of course with that it's going to be much larger system. And if you have a small place, like maybe you're living in a condo or you're a student and you just don't have the desk space to put either the gear, a mid-tower or full tower case on top of the desk or below the desk, it's a perfect option. Also for a home theater PC setup, it would be fantastic. Now, I have a home theater PC setup in my audio video man cave, so to speak, and mostly I watch movies and TV shows and that kind of stuff and stream content on it, Netflix and that type of stuff on that particular computer system. And it's a standard ATX though. It's a GD07 Silverstone, fantastic case. And the reason why I went with standard ATX gear is because I had some of it kicking around already, and I didn't want to go ahead and purchase, all mini ITX and all that kind of stuff. As I really didn't want to do that, so I just kind of used what I had already and threw it in that system. And I kind of have some extra space, so for me it doesn't really matter. I don't want some kind of teeny tiny system anyway, and I don't need it. However, in saying that, they do look really, really sweet. I had a buddy over the other day and he said, "Whoa, what is this thing? Is it like a receiver or something?" And of course, it looks like a receiver, especially the Silverstone GD07, because it has that flip-up aluminum door on it. Looks very nice. It's just plain on the front, and it's wonderful because you can't get access to the power button or any of that stuff, which is beautiful for me because I have two kids and they could never get at the front of it. But I'm kind of sliding away here from talking about small form factor into standard ATX. So it's kind of like a balance. I suspect some of you might have small form factor, a setup, and some of you might not. You might, just like me, went with standard ATX stuff. I can probably see, though, in the future possibly going with a small form factor setup when, I'm finished with this particular system that I have. And it's my home theater PC setup. While it's not super dated, it is fairly dated. However, it does pretty much everything I want it to do. Just throw some drives in it. As long as it's going to play 1080p movies fine and stream content fine, it is excellent. And something else as well, whether it be a standard ATX kind of setup or a small form factor setup, what you do is you install, of course, a standard operating system on it, whether it be Windows or Linux or whatever. The good thing about that is you've got that full-fledged operating system that you have on it, and it's much more powerful. You can do many more things with it than you can with like a this little box that you can get for $100 or $200 or even less than that. That's the good thing about having a full-fledged home theater PC setup. In any case, just curious, how many of you out there have a small form factor computer system? You can vote on 3dgameman.com. I will provide the link below, and you can also comment below as well.